UB's School of Medicine, a long and highly anticipated move towards producing Belizean doctors. We'll talk to students from our newly established pre-med program to hear how their first semester went. This and other stories coming up next.
Hi, my name is Antisha Gardner and I am from Cotton Tree Village. I am graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in English from the University of Belize with a 3.93 GPA. The journey has been rewarding. I've met so many incredible people here at the University of Belize, including staff, faculty, and the students. If I can do it, so can you. Join us as a Black Jaguar at the University of Belize.
Hi, my name is Gladys Woolery. I am from the beautiful village of Independence, was born to Anselma and Samuel Woolery, so I'm representing the South. I am a proud graduate of the University of Belize, graduating from the Diploma in Education program with a GPA of 3.98. Optimism is a faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without faith. This program opened so many doors to me as a young teacher. I am able to give more to my wonderful students in the classroom. I'm able to reach their hearts, their minds, and develop them holistically. If I can do it, you can do it too. Come join us at the University of Belize as a proud Black Jaguar.
Good evening and welcome back to UB in Review for Tuesday, December 19th, 2023. I'm SHERDEL Lewis and I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in English at the University of Belize. Tonight, our newscast presents a fresh and exciting lineup of stories for you to chew on. Opportunities were up for grabs as the University of Belize hosted its annual Job and Career Fair. The Belmopan campus came alive on November 2nd by connecting students with employers excited to reshape the future workforce. From internships to full-fledged career launch, students embraced the opportunity to engage directly with potential employers and organizations. Our correspondent, Christy Dominguez, was on the ground.
Dr. Palacio, could you tell us a little bit about this initiative that's happening at UB?
It is a great day here at the University of Belize, especially at this Job and Career Fair. All of our students, we come to school to better our lives, and here we want to create opportunities for them to do just that. So what we did, we invited employers. So there are 24 different companies here that our students can come and interview and learn more about these different organizations and seek employment, especially those who are on their second year, their final year before they graduate. They may be thinking about options. So this is perfect for them. I would hope that all of our students take advantage of this fair. It could be life-changing. Again, it is what we do at UB, meeting the needs of our customers, our students.
We are a regenerative resort. We're an eco-friendly luxury resort located in the beautiful Hopkins. This is an opportunity to find individuals whose ethos are in line with sustainability and giving them and affording them that opportunity to know that there is somewhere that exists in your country where you can give back and become a successful and member of society. In the tourism field, we have in the like chefs, sous chefs, they have the restaurant, the kitchen, purchasing. In the adventure center, that's where we have marine guys, inland guys, and the concierge department. So there's such a wide array of different positions. We have over 195 staff. So we do have a lot of positions: housekeeping, we have sustainability, marketing. So we're actually looking for a marketing ambassador. So if there's someone out there who loves marketing and wants a safe space and somewhere to grow, this is the right opportunity for you. So, and also technicians, we're looking for certified technicians that would like to be a part of that family and give back.
focusing on two areas here, right? We're getting student workers, so we have a student worker program. So once you're a student here, and you can apply to be a part of the student worker program, and that is finding positions within the University of Belize to help the students to develop their skill sets, right, in the different areas that they're studying.
And could you tell us about what the criteria is for interns and the working scholars?
So the student worker program, there's just a few requirements. You have to have a GPA of no less than 2.5. Of course, you can't have any other scholarships, right? Because this program is to help out students who are in need. When we have placements, it's usually at our labs, so that those include the medical labs, the computer labs, at the different faculty offices. We have student affairs, there's a whole host of different services that are offered in there, so you could be placed at different areas. We even have positions available with the HR team, so we place you based on your interests. In addition to that, we have, of course, vacancies, full-time vacancies for those persons who are more interested in long-term employment. You can get that information on our website, or we also have our vacancies posted on our Facebook page that has a link to our HR system, so you can apply through that link, or it also gives you the option for you to upload your resume, your letter, and all your other credentials.
Mostly we focus on providing finances for education loans, business loan, and home finance loan.
How is this helpful to us as UB students?
Well, we know as UB students, after you finish your education, you either want to start your career, because we do also have career opportunities. You do also need to get your first property, to build your first home, or to further education. Come to DFC, guys, we welcome you.
WCS Belize program is known for marine research work, but today we're not here to promote that. We're here to let people, and especially UB students, know that there are other opportunities that are available at WCS, as employment is not just if you have a biology or a marine science background. You can work at WCS if you have, for example, an accounting background, if you have an English background. I am an English major that got my bachelor's here at UB so many years ago, and I am doing communications. You can also take advantage of our internship opportunities. We've had several students from UB who have interned at WCS, and they have come back. They have returned, and they have been there for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months. They've gone, came back to school, and then they've gone again to WCS to do internship work. Normally for UB, we have the science teachers who would send emails and requests of us how many students we can accommodate. And so we would respond and say, okay, we can accommodate 2 or 3 students, and then they would take part in the internship opportunities for whatever length of time the request was made.
Hi, I'm Snow, the Mandarin instructor.
Now, could you tell us a little bit about what your goals are?
Taiwan University provide the Taiwan scholarship, and so far there are 2 kinds of scholarship. One is the Taiwan ICDF, one is the MOFA scholarship. And the more information, you can check the website, and normally will start to apply from January to March. And then another one is the Overseas Professional Mandarin Teaching Project, and I'm the instructor and teaching in the UB University and IOC building. So normally every semester we'll provide the new course, and then for the basic and advanced. So I think from the next January we'll provide the new course for the students and also for public.
Okay, great. And could you tell us how this is beneficial to us as UB students?
For the Mandarin class, I think we have the really low price for the students, and then just the 90 Belize dollars for the whole semester to learning the Mandarin. And then after the learning, we will also have the TOCF, TOEFL, the exam is official, the Mandarin exam. It will help students to apply the scholarships.
This job and career fair is an annual event. We have to ensure that our students are tuned in with employment opportunities.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Dr. Palacio, for your insight here on the job and career fair. This is Krista Dominguez with UB in Review. Back to you in the studio.
In August of 2023, the University of Belize changed the narrative for the future of medicine in Belize by launching the PreMedical program. In the preparation and planning for a bachelor's degree in medicine and surgery, the university saw it necessary to streamline the route to medicine for students in Belize. Mariette Romero spoke with the chair of the Faculty of Science and Technology to gain more insight.
The PreMedical Science program started August 2023. 2 years ago, prior to the pandemic, the university decided to open a medical school to offer a bachelor's in medicine and surgery. And in order for them to fully prepare students for that particular program, they realized that it's best to prepare some of our own students for that program by offering a pre-medical science program, which is basically a program that consists of the natural sciences, biology, chemistry, math, and some physics in that particular program.
In an interview with Ms. Karen Bautista, she recalls the crisis that Belize faced during the pandemic of 2020.
An area like pre-medicine and even medicine is important for our country because just a couple of years ago, close your eyes and you remember the pandemic, and we had to bring in doctors from all over, from Cuba, to assist us because our medical staff is too limited in Belize, right? And so producing our own doctors, having the expertise in the area here at the university and using them to produce those doctors is excellent for the university and excellent for the country on a whole.
Now that UB offers training in medicine, the option opens for many Belizeans to study locally, those of which might not have had the opportunity before.
It's very challenging, I would say. It can be stressful at times, but challenge is good, you know. My favorite course, though, maybe cytology. Yeah, cytology is fun. You get to learn about the cells. You get to learn about, how they function.
You definitely need to have a background in chemistry and biology, and definitely math. As long as you put in the work and time, you could achieve what you're looking for here.
Ms. Bautista explains that the pre-med program at UB prepares students to be able to tackle entrance exams for universities abroad, which was not something many striving doctors felt confident of before as a student coming straight out of Belize.
The courses that are under this program are tailored for students to be able to prepare for the entrance exam into medicine. And if, for example, the students decide while they are in the pre-med program that it is very hectic for them, that amount of chemistry, physics, and math is too much, they can always program change into one of the other bachelor's degree that the university has, for example, the bachelor's in chemistry or the bachelor's in biology. But a lot of the students who have entered into our pre-med program, for example, this year, they know what they want.
Swami Palacio, a student in the pre-med program, expresses his excitement about the availability of these studies in the country.
As a young Belizean, I actually am so proud of my country and of UB for offering the first pre-med program, because that means that there will be less brain drain, that we can foster more growth in our medical industry here in Belize instead of losing our young potential medical workers to outside countries that offer more programs to them.
Students who leave the country to study on scholarship are awarded the opportunity on account of their hard work and ambition. To lose such large quantities of impressive Belizeans to other countries for lack of opportunities is concerning. As recently as this year, 2023, Minister of Foreign Affairs Eamon Courtney made an appeal to the Belizean students pursuing degrees in Taiwan to come back home and build Belize. The pre-med students of UB and the rest of us are excited about what this means for the future of medicine in the country.
I've always thought of it like an honor to serve my country in that way, and that's always been the reason why I wanted to be a doctor.
I wish to specialize in surgery and to be able to work on everyone who needs. It's exciting, it's thrilling, really. I encourage everyone who's attempting to become a doctor to apply here for the pre-med program. To be able to help people, it's definitely something that I want to do.
I always wanted to be a doctor. It's just been something I aspired. Every time they would ask me, what do you want to be when I grow up? I would be like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. We barely have surgeons, those kind of people that we definitely need. And we don't really have foot specialists. They need a surgeon. They can't even, it's very expensive here too, but over there it's more expensive because you have to pay for their traveling, the accommodations there. So if we have specialists in Belize, that would definitely be a great help to Belize and just a whole.
Mariette Romero for UB in Review.
The National Institute of Culture and History, NICH, marked its 20th anniversary with the launch of the NICH at 20 Research Lab series. Elias Luna was there and files his report.
On a memorable August 23, 2023, in the heart of Belmopan, the NICH at 20 ISCR Research Lab series marked its inaugural presentation with Dr. Ayandafe Iyo taking center stage at the George Price Center. Providing a solid start to the series, Dr. Ayo's presentation was African Enslavement in Belize, How to Determine Truth in History. This milestone celebration aimed to bring together students, researchers, artists, and professionals to contribute to Belize's growth and development. The NICH at 20 Research Lab series represented a starting point for this celebration, aiming to cultivate fresh perspectives and discussions for Belize's development.
Today we are launching the NICH at 20 Research Lab series, which is an experimental outlet that we are devising within NICH in partnership with the University of Belize, the Belize Archives and Record Services. We are hoping to increase the access to research material that have been cataloged with the Institute for Social and Cultural Research, and to be able to provide a new platform where students, in particular students of the social science fields and history, can join us in learning about exciting and new findings that are occurring in the fields of history, anthropology, linguistics, and as we proceed into other disciplines.
While Belize has already hosted numerous conferences of this sort, this particular lab series seeks to create a distinct virtual space for researchers, fostering both local and international engagement.
Today we're starting with an in-person session because we have with us historian Dr. Ayandafe Iyo, who will be speaking about the experience of enslaved Africans in Belize and the question of how do you determine truth in history. And so we'll be discussing a lot of the theoretical and methodological assumptions that people make when we're doing works of history in Belize. It's an exciting new partnership that we are hoping will increase the amount of students that are conducting research, but also encourage other researchers on Belize, both at home and abroad, to contact the Institute for Social and Cultural Research to apply for a research permit and thereby be able to present at future seminars such as this and other conferences that we have in the works.
The University of Belize plays a crucial role as a strategic partner, amplifying research opportunities for ISCR.
The history program at the University of Belize is based on research. In fact, that's one of the pillars of the program itself. We are very much worried about creating professionals in the research arena. And as part of that, historiographic research is based on looking at primary sources. So we are very much interested in looking at partnerships with the Belize Archives and Record Service and institutes such as the Institute for Social and Cultural Research. And this is for two reasons. One, it allows the students to connect directly with the primary sources in order for them to have real-life experiences in looking at how to do textual analysis, looking at how to do the reporting, writing, and also the publishing of whatever research they're conducting. The second aspect to it is that institutions such as the ISCR also provide opportunities for public engagement. Really, public history is one of the anchors that we're trying to push in the arena that we have realized that a lot of research is happening, a lot of people are publishing, a lot of academics are coming into our country, and Belizeans are also doing research, but it's the technical language that is used does not apply to the whole generation of Belizeans. So translating that is of very much importance. One of the activities that we did along with the Institute of Social and Cultural Research is going to the Igbo Town Festival, July 31st, to commemorate emancipation. And the whole idea within that was to see how we bring across this information to the general public in a very basic language. So bridging those contexts is very important because research as is a very important component of national development, but we need to bring it to the people for it to have a much more important role in the development of our country.
Dr. Iyo, a self-proclaimed humanist, spoke of his challenges in exploring the truth of African enslavement in Belize. This presentation was a captivating journey through history, illustrating the power of research to enlighten and connect us with our past.
He or she who controls the past, controls the present and the future.
Elias Luna with UB in Review.
On our previous newscast, we shared the exciting news of a soon-to-be film and TV degree at the National University. In an effort to support and nurture this initiative, the Belize International Film Festival offered an exciting and informative workshop aimed at empowering Belize's next filmmakers. Here's that story. On November 5th, 2023, the Belize International Film Festival conducted an inspiring workshop on film production at the University of Belize. This event focused on the art of creating films on a shoestring budget and had the participation from individuals of various backgrounds, including our very own Mei-Lin UB Student Government Communication Marketing Secretary, who spoke to us about her experiences.
I was sponsored by PK Productions, Lionfish Productions, and it gave me an opportunity to experience this wonderful workshop with Howard and Mitzi Allen from the Hannah Films. I never thought I would have a passion for it and a love, so doing this workshop really gave me the courage to try something new, and it's really out of my comfort zone. It gives me an insight to be more engaged with the students. So making reels, stuff on Instagram, more content that showing the student life and here on campus, it will really make an impact on students. If they really enjoy and see what fun here in the student campus, it would really give them more drive to come to school. Well, it's not about just experiencing, it's having the drive and mindset to do something and pushing yourself to go forward and try something new. You don't need all these expensive gadgets to make a film, and that I just need to be on my own, have that grind to just be there and focus and have like lots of fun with this. It's really great. It was really great.
And adding to the excitement was the presence of distinguished Senator Isabel Bennett, who also participated in the workshop.
Just thinking about the collaboration between the University of Belize and the Belize International Film Festival, it was like the perfect match, because within the context of our country, UB is our national university. And where I see this going in the future is that there can be an establishment first, at least the first step can be a film department, and then later on as a country we can actually expand on having a film academy or film school, etc. What that will do for our country is that it will help to propel what government has established as the orange economy, where creative persons like you coming out to do interviews here at the National Assembly and having or artisans promote their work, but they would have learned it through an official academic way. And even for those persons who would choose not to, obtain a degree in filmmaking, etc., the context within how they can learn to harness their skills, promote their creativity, and have pattern to all of those ideas, that is exciting for our country. That's where the GDP can actually continue to increase in a more formal way, and persons on the ground can really harness their talents and make Belize even more on the map.
We asked Senator Bennett, as a creative, how impactful attending this workshop was.
It's very, very interesting, very informative, and it pushed me as a creative mind to be able to utilize the skills that I was taught to actually start doing filmmaking at a small scale. I've always loved the idea of doing nursing documentary. The workshop afforded me to learn a lot, and the persons that were there were really, really motivating, and they would just clearly share you all the tips that they have learned so far as part of filmmaking. So I'm glad I attended. I wish more people would actually come out to events like this.
The possibilities for the future of the film industry in Belize is promising, and we look forward to next year's event.
The giant leopard moth caterpillar is one of the many species here on the UB campus. Today, we're going to go around and explore every single one of them. Maybe not every single one of them, but most of them. So, we're going to go around finding some flowers and even the mystical leopard moth.
SHERDEL Lewis for UB in Review. In an effort to foster student learning, personal development, and professional growth, the University of Belize instituted the Student Development Center under the umbrella of the Student Affairs Department. The coordinator of the SDC, Ms. Franice Roches, sat down with UB in Review to discuss further. Here's Mia Burns with the Inside Scoop.
At the heart of our campus is the University of Belize Student Development Center. More than just a physical space, this center, nestled under the care of the Student Affairs Department, is dedicated to fostering holistic development. Ms. Roches shared more about the supportive space that has been beneficial to all students on campus.
As the Student Development Center falls under the Student Affairs Department, it has a shared mission of providing all the services that the Student Services Unit would normally provide. So that includes integration of students' learning, personal and professional development, and it basically is the place that you would go for the general services that falls under the Student Services Unit. It also holds the Student Government Association, so you have easy access to them. And as many of you may now know, it has the campus cafeteria. There are many activities that take place at the Student Development Center. Some of you may have visited during the Job and Career Fair. Maybe you did painting on the deck. Right now, it's holding the Garfuna exhibit. So it really overall is the place where students can get many of the services that will allow them to grow professionally and even personally.
As students walk through, grab a bite from the cafeteria, and socialize, they find comfort beyond the classroom. It's a supportive space that plays a crucial role in their academic journey.
The space here is very convenient because when you don't have your class sessions, you can come here to an environment that is somewhat relaxing. You can relax yourself from your class sessions, and so people are always coming in and coming out to meet new people. Sometimes your friends come meet up here and enjoy yourself in the AC because there's not a lot of AC at this campus, if I can be honest. So, a very enjoyable space, and considering that it used to be a library and now a whole cafeteria and a super lounge, it's very nice to be here.
It has given me the advantage to meet new people, to connect with my surroundings, and I have met many people that I feel they are more open, and it's allowing me to grow as a person, to become someone in society that's more welcoming and friendly. And this area allows me to come and relax with my friends when we have had a stressful day, or just all drained out from whatever we have been doing.
Research shows that the student development theory recognizes that balancing challenge and support is key to achieving optimal student development. The services of the Student Development Center align with this theory, as the center serves as a dynamic hub for student interaction, collaboration, and informal discussions. Mia Burns for UB in Review.
Have you ever experienced the power of pans? And we're not talking about the pans you use to stew your chicken on Sunday mornings. Tonight's featured story takes a look at the role of Caribbean music by way of the steel pans. Earlier this year, the University of Belize saw the rebirth of UB Steel, a small but talented group of students whose entry on the performance stage has created a vibrant mix of melodies that resonates throughout cultures, captivating audiences near and far. Christy Dominguez enters the fascinating world of the steel band.
The steel pan, also known as steel drums or pan, originated in Trinidad and Tobago in the 1930s. It was Honorable Dr. Lennox Pike and Honorable Dr. Calvin Young who brought steel to Belize in 1964, and the instrument has been part of our heritage ever since. Dr. Joyan D4Bab spoke to us about growing up in Trinidad and Tobago with the sounds of steel.
I grew up in Trinidad and Tobago where the steel band is a national instrument. And although I do not play myself, I had lots of opportunity to hear my students at the various high schools that I worked in play the steel band. It is a very important instrument in our lives as Trinidadians, and it was not always so. There was a time, let's say back in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s, when the instrument was only played by people who were, rough in the neighborhood. But today, everybody plays the steel pan, and it really is an experience to be had in terms, especially around carnival time, when a band could be well over 100 people.
Director of UB Steel, Alexander Evans, tells us about the rebirth of the UB Steel Orchestra.
So we have a few players who have prior experience with the steel pan, and we have a few players who have prior experience with music, but not necessarily with the steel pan. However, the majority of the band, and right now the band consists of about 14 players, the majority of the players were completely new to steel pan at the start of rehearsals back in June.
Everybody is welcoming, and we have a great teacher who takes his time with us to ensure that we get the notes right and we're using the correct motions with our arms. We come together and help each other to ensure that nobody gets left behind.
So what does the future hold for UB Steel? We asked Mr. Evans, and here is what he had to say.
So now the major events that we're working toward, the big one coming up is Panyard on September 16th in Belize City at the House of Culture. And then you could also look out for the UB Steel to be performing at school events like graduation, and hopefully working towards putting together a concert for December as well.
You ready, UB? UB, are you ready? Their very first performance in Panyard. They're making their debut. So show your appreciation for our UB Steel Orchestra. First Panyard appearance.
While some may argue that music doesn't play a crucial role in our lives, Mr. Evans explained quite the opposite.
Music, I believe, is extremely important because music and art is the most human thing that we do. It is something that we do simply for its aesthetic value and for its upliftment of the human spirit, of the human soul. And in addition to that, in a country like Belize, music is it can be an important conduit for exploring, preserving, and expressing our culture, or in our case, our various cultures. The universities' emphasis that they're now moving towards placing on music and the arts and these types of extracurricular activities is extremely important to the development of the students and to the development of the citizens of Belize.
The steel pan has transcended borders, from Trinidad to Belize and all the way across the seas to Antigua and Barbuda. The sound of steel is very alive. Steel pan specialist Kareem King notes on his journey with steel.
I have studied steel pan at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, Trinidad and Tobago. I also have a master's degree from Northern Illinois University. The great tutelage of Mr. Leo Teague and the late Gifford Alexis. I am a teacher, an educator, musician as well, and I love just to share music, share experiences, share my culture, share everything steel band related with my students, with strangers even.
And while the steel pans have been embraced throughout the Caribbean and the world, Kareem King shared his goals as an educator.
My goal as an educator and musician and steel pan player, specialist, arranger, is to share my music, giving my students the opportunity to use the same platform that I use to basically elevate myself and my family. I want to give everybody that opportunity. So big, small, young, old, good, bad, everybody gets a chance to experience that or to use it as a platform or a stepping stone to elevate their lives. Whether it be economically, when it is that they can provide for their family using music, using the steel pan. That is what these are some of the things that I focus on. I want to give them that avenue for them to express themselves as well, and also blending an experience they can contribute. I have done another work in Belize. Shout out to the Panarific team and Stephen in Belize, Miss Julie, and everybody else. Big up. Thank you very much for the opportunity as well to work with you and to share my knowledge and my talents with you. I fully appreciate it, and I will always be grateful.
Steel pan is undoubtedly part of our Caribbean cultural expression, and we continue to tell our stories through the energy and versatility of the pans. Christy Dominguez for UB in Review.
And that's it for tonight's newscast. If you enjoyed this newscast and want to watch it again, you can find us on the UB Jaguar Journey podcast YouTube channel. Kindly be sociable and share with your friends. Be sure to join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. as my colleague Maya Burns anchors. I'm SHERDEL Lewis. Until tomorrow night, Jaguars, stay connected and stay inspired. This is UB in Review signing off. Good night.